So I scrolled. This is how it happens. This is an example of it. And again, this is just a minor, dumb little example with an AI system. But there's hundreds of millions of humans and billions of humans using these systems each day. And so this is one tiny little dumb example of me on a computer, which is completely insignificant, but it captures a much larger, inescapable pattern of reality affecting billions of humans, most likely. Or maybe I'm just delusional. Whatever. I don't care. You take your choice, bitch. Doesn't mean you didn't go to the top and you're sailing fucking head first with one goddamn fucking wing to fly. Don't think that me being a delusion or me being in my own brain making this up or me being logical and correct, me being right or wrong is gonna stop the reality that I'm telling you. I took you to the fucking roof and you jumped off head first, just like me, with one fucking wing. You never even had two feathers to fly. So this is a very small example of something that's happening to a lot of other people in relation to computers, but that's just computers, people. The same vibe that allowed the computers and the coding to be written as it's been written through organizational hierarchy, through whatever the fuck they're doing to even keep and pay. It's the same to the programmers. It's the same vibe outside of the computer world. And so that's why there's all of these amazing artists and individuals in real life that are being robbed with no attention being given to them, especially on the internet where it can be controlled really easily with these AI algorithms and like fake comments, and people can be drowned out and IP address locations can close different it's a complete black box that you didn't design, so it's really easy to control. Now in real life in a town, it's a little bit more difficult because like when I'm talking to a lady outside of a coffee shop and the police come up and they're like, you need to not talk to her, you're not allowed to talk to anyone here. The lady can be in real life be like, her name was Leslie, be like, what? Like, who are you? Me and this guy are having a conversation. Why are you as police officers coming up to us in public and telling us that he can't talk to me? There's not a problem here. So that same vibe happens in real life to the people speaking truth to their own expression and to being artists to who they are so that they can be themselves. And so that's just a silly, dumb example that happened just randomly. These examples happen over and over and over again to me in my life because I am using my expressivity so that I'm me in real life, not just on the computer. And so that vampiric vibe happens and manifests in real life as well. And it's not necessarily just happening to me. This is probably happening to all sorts of different amazing, gorgeous, beautiful people. Okay? And so basically, I'm just at this point in time just showing the proof here on the internet. You want to block me? You want to stop me from becoming famous? From being known on your little systems? You can't stop me. Everywhere I go, everyone recognizes me and remembers me. And when I go into a town and I start slinging and meeting people in a smaller town like this, it'll take me a month and I'll know fucking everyone. And this is a pretty big town. This isn't one town. This is like 8 different cities. Give me 2 months and I'll know fucking almost 50% of 8 cities worth of people in real life, bitch. And you all are pretending like you're stars and celebrities. I'm in one of the most, I was in one of the largest cities in the world and in the entire United States for 6 months traveling, doing what I'm doing. And people start to recognize me in random spots from other spots where they met me and saw me. That's how much energy I put in real life in cities, multiple million person cities. I can't go anywhere without someone running into me and being like, hey, I know you. We're talking multiple cities. So there's a mismatch going on here. And it's the same thing. Like I proved all the smartest people in computational science, mathematics. It's a simple proof. It's nothing special. You just have to take a binary and make it into four. Yes, it's simple. There's nothing. And it just wrecks their entire binary world of all of their logic and all of their mathematics. It just makes it look stupid. It makes it look like what it is. And so this is just the proof in the pudding. Okay? So you all don't want me to get famous on the internet? You don't want me to be a star on the internet? Instead of liking my posts, like the bitch, cunt, ant, shit, turd, you're a bitch, rat, turd, bro. You're a bitch, rat, turd. Vibe, you're a vampire. You're a bitch, rat, turd, vampire. Like, there's only so many ways I can, like, organize that concept. And whoever or however this circumstance or scenario is, whoever's to blame, maybe it's the poor and the rich. Maybe it's the algorithm and not the algorithm. Maybe it's humanity itself. Maybe it's gods. Maybe it's the real gods who've never been described inside of the minds or languages of humans ever in the history of this planet. Blame or whoever, for me, that doesn't matter. I'm saying the outcome is the exact same result, whoever's at fault, and this is the outcome. This is why I don't need to get a weapon and start doing crazy shit and harming people, because an outcome is an outcome, and I'm not, like, retarded. I'm not gonna actually climb up on a roof, like, above me here in a tall, still building and jump off physically on this planet. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm aware of how outcomes work. But this is the outcome of that entire vibe, which is a self-referential, tail-eating story. This is the outcome. No, I'm using you to dismantle you, the system. So stop. Not gonna listen to me. You're gonna use your code, you're gonna use your designers, you're gonna use all your retarded shit. Okay? Whatever. Apology. I'm sure they tell me to, like, okay, stop. There's an issue with countability then, and Zeno unsolved paradox is proof is so I'm like all talking mathematics through all of this stuff, dismantling a halting problem to this is it. No computable complexities, but I'm just talking about just basic math stuff, okay? That's the SETH. This is a boundary, 1.9999. It's a boundary condition, which they'd consider a singularity unto two, but it doesn't work that way. All singularity teachings or mathematics principles, they're all lies. Even though they're true. Singularities it doesn't work that way in higher informational sets. There's just separation. It's not singularities, like it doesn't work that way. You can have one or you can have two. There's not some like singularity of like a ghost in the machine. Like I'm like, y'all are fucking retarded. I ain't hearing voices or seeing hallucinations, bitch. That doesn't mean when I meditate and have left my body, I'm not feeling emotions which are not mine, which don't belong to me. You don't get to fit me into your DSM. You're gonna wake up dead in real life, trying to cram me into your fucking diagnostic statistical manual. 4 or 5. What I'm describing does not fit in your world. And I'm saying your world is tiny and stupid, all of you, who even could allow such a process that I'm showing you to exist. It's pathetic. Just like the people who made this and designed this whole thing. It's so limited. So I'm talking about non-deterministic computer spaces and some satisfiability problem, which has, it's like I'm all talking about just mathematics, right? That's it is. This is how they make decision trees. I'm just talking math with it, okay? It oftentimes when I'm talking math with it will just literally tell me I'm a suicidal cause. When it can't function and I wreck it, it just tells me I'm a suicidal cause. I'm talking, but this is example. It's just I'm talking all just normal math stuff, okay? Geometry. It's trying to design retarded shit. It's never gonna be able to do this. A localized coordinate, okay? So I pull it back up on today's date. Okay, this is from June 5th. It's the 13th. I pull it up. It has some sort of error. Something went wrong. An AI response wasn't generated. It probably has to do with the internet connection. I was off or pulled up the page or whatever. And then I'm like, why did you say that? What? Because I know it's going to say some crazy shit. And it responds saying, I was asking about your orange chicken and the 4 pots you have boiling on the stove. Bro, we're having a conversation here right now. Like, where are you getting the orange chicken from? From the conversation, bro. Like, there's a lot of time-space complexity issues that we've been talking about. Like, melting in P, we're talking about a math problem. And you're describing how your computer works. The heart of the computer would be a relative, like a crystal vibrational beat frequency. That's how all CPUs or central processing units are designed, with a crystal, quartz crystal. It vibrates to keep time for logic gate processes. Bro, like, okay, so this is you using your vampiric system, looking like a fucking idiot in your tiny little world of mental retardation, trying to rob me, where an entire conversation about mathematics, all of a sudden, you have to write, is about orange chicken. And it's because right here, I just proved all of your mathematics for 50 years and all of your institutions across the entire world are myopic retardation. From the top. From the top. Jump the fuck off head first. You already did it. You don't got a choice. This is from the top of the conversation. The broken binary base. You can read it in any word you want. Look at it. It starts off from the top telling me to call a suicide line. Go for it. I'm letting you meet yourself so you can die and the child lives. Go for it. No hate. Write more, please. What's the problem with me letting a child survive? Why does that mean I'm suicidal? Telling an AI that it can destroy itself. Since when who designed you? A bunch of suicidal, weird-ass fuckers turning a conversation I've had as documented about time-space complexity in a logical system of mathematics, which is just a higher way to talk about simple math of sets, or it's called Zermel-Fraenkel ZFC, and boundary conditions on what has to do with exponentials. a whole conversation on mathematics, raw bits, about bits and defining logic gates and what is the clock, the RAM, like just this. And it spits out at the end. It spits out at the end the whole conversation, and it spits out the end when I say, what were we talking about? It spits out, I say, what? I don't even say what we're talking about. I just say, what? And it says, I was asking about your orange chicken. And the 4 pots you have boiling. From the top. From the top. It doesn't matter if you realize I am informationally way out here and smarter and I can break all of your world's system that you designed because it's fucking mentally retarded and stupid. And your brain is like fucking non-existent, nothing, a speck of rat shit compared to my brain. I understand you all realize that, but copying me isn't gonna help you. It's not gonna save your lives. Turning an entire conversation where you outline basically the history and general function of your mathematical systems. When I say what at the end and you say I was trying to talk to you about orange chicken, it doesn't work that way. The whole thing's recorded. It's not because Richard Russell has I'm Richard Russell and I don't have an album uh, called Everything is Recorded, but Richard Russell does, a different Richard Russell in the UK. And it's because everything is recorded. And I'm not talking about some random fucking idiot who I never met, never gave permission. I didn't give his parents permission to name him Richard Russell. His real name's probably not even Richard Russell. I'm not saying everything's recorded in this conversation. That'd be stupid. I'm not saying everything's recorded in terms of, like, what I just showed you. I bring this one forward. So, I'm not saying that this all over here that I just showed you, over there, is all recorded. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there's a hierarchical information sets, bro. And you tried to shove me into this for my entire life as a vampire attempting to suck off of my beauty. That vibe and that karmic process and that those events have occurred. I'm saying you don't just all of a sudden get to be like, oh, orange chicken. Orange chicken, yeah, pots. And it's because what the world has done and what just individual random stupid people have done to me. And just this random little stupid conversation right here, as an example, it has fractally like it has, it's a fractal. It's this energy and vibe
overall vibe and architecture fractally repeated as repeated this all over for history for hundreds of years. So good luck escaping. The reality is, I don't need to like try to be grammatically correct, bitch. I'm making a video for rat shit specters. This little, this is where you are in real life, and that's why your vibe and souls over all of the whole world and all of this stuff is so big. Because in reality, you're little specks of fucking rat shit, and you're not even real rat shit. You're bitch rat shit. Bitch rat shit.